Now, before you write your blog post, there are 8 steps that you need to take to optimize your blog post. So before you click that publish button, make sure you've done these 8 steps. And that video is coming up. Hey, what's up, hustlers? Chris Morgan here with bloghustlers.com. Welcome back to my channel, the channel where it's all about helping you build your blog, create awesome content, and helping others grow. Now, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you're looking for blogging tips, techniques, and strategies to help you take your blog to a new level, then consider subscribing to the channel, because now I'll be uploading videos every Tuesday and Thursday that's tailor-made to help you build your blogging business. And be sure to smash that like button, because this helps the video get found due to the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you got a hobby blog, now writing the blog post is all good and great if you're not focused on building the business. But if you are focused on building the business, optimizing your blog post is the very first thing that you should do before you hit that publish button. Now, recently I uploaded a video showing how to find LSI keywords, and in that video I showed you 3 free ways to find LSI keywords. So we will be doing that in that video, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you check that video out. Now, I'm not going to ramble on anymore, so we're going to jump on over to the computer and I'm going to show you 8 steps that you need to take to optimize your blog post. So for step 1, I start out by optimizing my blog post title and the meta description and adding the keywords that I want to target in my blog post. Now, I do this so I can get a starting point on my SEO score even before I begin writing my blog post. Now, obviously I already wrote my blog post, and I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't want to see me write an entire blog post out this whole video. I know I would. Now, as a side note, it's one thing that I want to point out. When you're writing your blog post, make sure the keyword that you're targeting is in the first paragraph of the blog post that you're writing. Now, for the sake of this video, and since I know you value your time, I'm going to keep this video to a minimum. Now, in step number 2, I add a table of contents in my blog post. Now, one of Google's biggest ranking factors is user experience. Now, in the recent video I did, I talked about how this helps you to increase your on page dwell time, and I showed you exactly the 5 things that you can use to increase your on page dwell time to boost your rank in Google. Now, having the table of contents makes it easier for your visitors to find the answers to the questions that they have, and it also makes it easier for them to navigate your website. Now, doing this will get you a thumbs up from the Google algorithm, like this right here. Now, with step 3, this is where I start to add my heading tags, and this is where my SEO score starts to take shape, because you are hitting the target keywords that you added in step 1. I start by adding H2 tags to the main point that holds value in my blog post, while I add the H3 tags to support those points of my H2 tag. Not only does this help the Google spiders to better understand your content, but it also helps the reader to find more clarity in your content also. Now, in step 4, I add related links into my content to help support the points that I'm making throughout my blog post. Now, adding relevant external resources, as you can see, helps my SEO score to raise up significantly. Now, to do this, start out by adding a mixture of no follow links and do follow links, but always make sure that you have each link open in a new window. Now, the reason for this is because you don't want people to leave your website because you sent them somewhere else. Now, doing this will cause your dwell time to drop and your bounce rate to rise. Now, this makes Google think that your content isn't good, which will cause your blog post to lose its rank in Google search engine results. Now, in step 5 is where I add relevant images to give my blog post a better visual look to my readers. Now, I start out by finding the picture and adding that picture into my blog post. Next, I click on the image to modify the alt text or the alternative text, and I add in the variation of my keywords so that my keyword phrase that I'm targeting is still relevant to what I'm targeting all around on my blog post. Now, normally Google likes at least 4 to 5 images in your blog post, but you can also add more. Now, if you do add more, just know that this isn't the end all be all. Now, in step 6, I add in my LSI keywords into my blog post, and I sprinkle them throughout my blog post so that Google can better understand what my content is about. Now, normally I try to add every LSI key phrase in my blog post 2 to 3 times. Now that we almost done, here in step 3 is where I optimize my readability score of my blog post content. Now in the video that I uploaded, 5 Killer Content Tools, I talked about the app that I use, Hemingway, and it makes it easy for me to fix any sentences that may be hard for my readers to read. Now normally when it comes to your readability score, you want to get your reading score to at least a 6th or 7th grade reading level, and as you can see, we're starting to get in good shape right now. And then the very last step is where I add social signal to trigger shares or engagement on social media. Now here I add in click to tweet by using the click to tweet plugin. Next I add in my feature image so that wherever I share my blog post, whether it may be Twitter or Facebook, my feature image shows up to any potential reader. And as you can see, we have greens all the way around on this blog post. And having a score like this lets you know that your blog post is fully optimized. Alright, and there you have it. Now if you're interested in blogging tips, techniques, and strategies to help you take your blog to a new level, then consider subscribing to the channel, because now I'll be uploading videos every Tuesday and Thursday that's tailor-made to help you build your blogging business. Now if you want to keep people on your website even longer, see this video, make sure you check that video out, and doing these steps will help your blog post move up in search by keeping people reading your posts longer. As always guys, I appreciate you. Keep making awesome content, keep hustling, and I'll see you in the next one.